Hello, Crookers. How are you doing today? I hope it's a good one for you. If your day's just starting, make sure it is a good one. Only you can choose what happens today. And if things occur out of your control, you can decide how you deal with that. So be progressive today and make today count for something. Sadly for me, I've had a big drop and basically no walking for me at the moment. Had massive fever over the weekend. I did try to get on YouTube and watch a couple of things, and it was just too much. It really was. I think partially what started it off, and you're going to find this really weird, but it was colouring in. Yes, something as simple as that for me can really cause my brain to go skew with. It's because things aren't where I think they are, and the concentration of trying to find where I want to colour. And I actually was doing it for a collaboration video, so I needed to get it done. And I was sick and dizzy and collapsed and just went downhill from there, basically. So, as I say, no walking for me for the foreseeable future, but I will get there. The good news, though, was at the weekend there was an auction, and you can't go in person. It's still online here at the moment. I don't know if that's the same everywhere. I think they're keeping it online indefinitely because I think it's less staff situation anyway, so it's cheaper for them to keep it online. And I did a bid for some cross-stitch stuff. Yes, it looks like it's all brand new kits. It was very hard to tell exactly what it contained. You've got a picture, and they had it all laid out, but it was a bit difficult to sort of see what sizes everything was. I had to just figure it out. And there was quite a bundle. We haven't collected it yet, but hopefully might collect it by my next live, and then you can see what I've got. I don't really know what I've got. I think there was one or more cross-stitch books, as in magazines, I think. And there seemed to be some of those, like the wooden frames that you do cross-stitch on. Now, I don't actually use those. Maybe I'll try and use them, or maybe I'll give them away. Who knows? But I don't really know what's in there. As I said, it was all laid out. There was another set as well prior to that came up, and I'd said to Mike, "Can you do the bidding for me?" And he said, "Oh, there it is. It's up." I said, "No, that's not the one. I did see this other one. There seemed less things and more frames, so I didn't really want both." Now, both lots were €25, which to me is a lot of money to spend on myself. But I guess that's my retirement hobby. So, and as I say, there seemed to be quite a lot of stuff. Now, anyone who does cross stitch, I think you'll know that the kind of packages, the things you can do are quite expensive. Now, I'm not normally a great fan of doing those kind of things. I'd rather just have the Ada or IADA and make my own designs and different things. But seeing as there's not a lot I can do all the time, and I do enjoy doing them, I thought I'd do it. But as I said to Mike, the lot before didn't seem to be so much stuff there. Now, as I say, there seemed to be, I did a quick tot up of what I could see, and even saying each thing was €3-4. It was €25 in total. And I think as I say, I can't really say till I get it, but I would consider I didn't pay more than €3 for each set. But as I say, hopefully might collect it by Wednesday. If not, definitely by next week. He might collect it Friday because it goes shopping Friday. So it might be next Monday I share with you what I got, and then we'll work out if it was a good thing. Now, when they were doing the auction, sometimes the auctioneer goes down a bit if no one bids, but he was a bit bad. He wanted to go home, so he kept saying, hurry up, I'm not waiting long. And I said to Mike, we're going to have to be quick with the bid. And I thought lots of people would want it because, as I say, it seemed very cheap for the amount of stuff there of what I could see. I don't think there were small ones because, as I say, there was a magazine there. So it seemed to be size-wise, they look like big ones. And he said, the auctioneer, he said, I can't drop the price because they've put 25 as their absolute minimum. So like their lowest price they will go to. So I said to myself, just bid it. That is cheap as far as I feel for what I thought I could see there. So I said, that is cheap, really. I mean, I wanted to pay €10 for all of it, but yeah, that was a bit cheeky. So we bid on the 25 and we'll see. I can use them for gifts and things anyway. So we'll see where that goes. So I'll share that when I've done it. The other thing I'd done prior to having my major episode was I'm doing more of my rope basket. Now, last time you just saw the base. And I've been figuring out how I can do the sides without sewing. I can't be doing any more sewing. Oh, look what I'm doing. This isn't how it's going to look, by the way. This is just to hold it all together for now. And then my plan is I might put a couple of these in, or 4 or so of these in properly so you can't see them, literally down the middle of the rope when I finish. And then, like, I'm not sure how I can cut the ends off, just for sturdiness. And then I was contemplating when I finished either zigzagging a needle and thread up and down every now and then. The first plan was just do a big loop round, but I think that won't look very good. So I was thinking about doing like figure of 8s or S's all the way down. So it goes in, out, all the way down the rope to hold it all together. Now it's quite sturdy at the moment, which is why I'm thinking about, I'll put these in properly. As I say, this is just to hold them. But look, you can see this one, you can't see it where I've put it in. That one was done properly. But I made the mistake of putting them in from the top initially. So every time I went round with the rope, I had to take it all the way out and do it again. I couldn't push them further down because they've got spiked one end. So I've been going through now, putting one in from the bottom all the way up, and then as I come around with the rope, I've just got to push it up a little bit more. Duh, silly me. So yeah, as I say, it's flexible, but it's very sturdy. So that's come on a long way. It really hurts my hands pushing these through. And as I say, you have to keep taking them in and out for now. And I will push them and tighten it all up. So how much rope have I got left? That was the thing I had to keep trying to figure out when I wanted to go up. I didn't want a huge basket. Look how neat that is. Isn't that lovely? And that's why I didn't want to ruin the outside with stitching. So I had to keep figuring out, right, when shall I start going up? It looks like it goes in, but it doesn't. It's just the way these are at the moment. So this is how much rope I've got left to go. I've run out of arm room. Oh, it looks a lot doing it like that. Yay! So I didn't feel that was as much as it looked then. Let's do it like this so you can see. Oh, it's quite a bit. But at least I'm on my way now. So, yeah. That is how much is left. That's not that bad. So I want to get that finished. And I have been I started off doing film. I can't remember if it was time lapse or not, but I did film starting it. And then I've taken pictures as I've sort of swelled up a little bit. So that will be on my other channel, which is linked at the top of this chat and also in the description. And you will see on my channels that I'm promoting the fact I'm now going to be doing lives on a regular basis on my other channel, Tranquillity Through Life's Natural Beauty. As I say, I've linked it below. I know a lot of my new subscribers aren't aware that I do have another channel. And it's going to be a completely different live to my 2 that I do on this channel. I'm going to try and go back to on this channel doing Mondays of my lots of different subjects, picking 6 or 7 subjects each episode, and then do a little bit about them. So for example, I do a little garden segment, I might do a little craft segment, I might do a little bit of facts and information, fun things. So I'm going to try and go back to that on Mondays, and that's on this channel. And Wednesdays on this channel was always my updates, chit chat, maybe a game, a bit of fun. So we'll play a game today. So that will be on this channel. On my other channel, I did random Thursdays. So you need to be a subscriber to my other channel to get the random Thursdays. It's not every Thursday, and the time changes when I do have time to do one on a Thursday. And that's so I can catch everybody at some point. So many people say they can't catch my lives because of the time differences. So I've put all my times and on what channel and what days is all linked below. So do check that out. And then the new lives are going to be every week on my other channel, and that's going to be on Fridays. Again, I've linked the times below. If they're not quite right, can you let me know? I try and figure out the time differences. So if the times aren't quite right for you, the Australians, I wasn't quite sure, because I know what time is based on one person I know, but I know you don't all you don't have all the same times there, like America. So I didn't know what time you actually use. I know there was one, I can't remember. So if my times are a bit wrong in my description below, can you please let me know, and then I can change it. So hopefully, particularly my Aussies, I'm trying to catch, because a lot of them are saying they really want to catch my lives. So that's going to be on Fridays. I seem very misty. That looks a bit better. Was I a bit misty? Seemed a bit misty. It's just me. So yes, I'm going to make them a bit different. I'm calling it the Friday Friendship Club on Tranquillity, and it's a case of coming on and we're going to build a fantastic community, and I'm going to have guests on there. On my other channel, I always use StreamYard when I do lives, so I can put up things and share things. If you want to be on my lives at any point, I do ask you email me first, just say you want to come on them, and I will send you the link via email. And obviously, because that is not going to be open just to subscribers, which it is on this channel. So for obvious reasons, I don't just want to put the link to come up on the channel on StreamYard in the chat. I don't like to upset people and disappoint people. So if you're interested in coming up at any point, let me know and I'll send you the link. So we're going to have a friendship channel, making friends, sharing our channels. There's a lot of channels out there that don't like you sharing your channel on other people's lives. I encourage it. I only ask that you don't share other people's channel on my lives. If they want to share their channel, they can come on my channel. And obviously, I'm not going to make a big hoo-ha of a channel that's only just popped in, because I am quite aware some people pop in, want their channel promoted, and then off they go. So I do share channels, I do promote channels, but show me that you do actually follow my channel, that you're not just using my channel as an outlet to get other viewers. So if you're a genuine follower of my channel, then of course I will promote your channel. So it's going to be lots of fun and lots of different content, but promoting friendship, and it's going to be a very positive place. So if you've got comments that aren't very positive, then take that to another channel, because I need to be very positive, and we're going to share positivity. It's going to be a space to escape to, relax, have fun, and meet new people. And I'm hoping we can do more things off the chat together as well. So we're going to build up a community that's not only during the live. So stay tuned and you'll find out about that on my other channel. What else have I got to share? Oh, my book I'm reading. I haven't read very much because I can't really read at the moment. It's not good for me. So we have this book, Penelope Lively, The Photograph, and I've read a bit more. I still think it's a little bit different sort of writing. I can't really explain it. It's almost like it's old-fashioned writing, but it's a modern book. So that's a bit weird. But so far, yeah, it's okay. As I say, I can't read too much at the moment. It's not good for me. There's that. Anything else I've got to share with you? I did start doing a puzzle. It's hot air balloons. So I film that as I do it. Again, some is slow, like not slow motion. Ooh, put puzzle piece in. Normal speed, and within it, obviously, some time lapse as well. So you can see the puzzle. Obviously, that takes a while to complete the filming of that because don't know, is it 2,000 piece? I'm not sure, but obviously it takes time. Mike said he went and did some of it today. So yeah, if there's a sudden jump of the puzzle, it's Mike. Oh, he does the edges. He likes to do the edges for me. I do the edges, but he likes to finish them off, and I always put a bit in the wrong place, don't we all? And there's a lot of dark and sky in it, but it's not too bad because there seems to be different shades and pattern within that, so that's okay at the moment. Anything else? The sad news was a horse died this morning down at the stables. It wasn't one that's been there very long, so the attachment, luckily for people, wasn't so much. They hadn't long bought it, but there wasn't an issue buying it. It's just something the horses can get, apparently, and the stable owner actually slept down there last night because they don't live there, and he said even being there all the time there was nothing he could do, and his wife's a vet as well, so you know they had the best possible care. Happy Monday. Oh, thank you, Patty. I need a happy Monday. I've been very poorly. Had a very bad situation. Hello there, love the hat. I'm a performing monkey today because I'm not really functioning. Can't stay long, just stop by to say hello and support. Yep, if you run this back later, you'll see all about my new lives on my other channel. It's completely different times of the day, so if some of these are a bit difficult for you, then my other channel gives you other options. I'll be on Fridays, and all the times and information is linked below this video. And I've also posted a video on this channel today to give you a bit more information, and all the information is under that as well, including what days I post as well. So I don't have a posting time, I just have posting days. So the days I post videos, because obviously I can't always exactly pick the time, and it doesn't matter if I'm in a completely different country. Seriously, it doesn't matter to you what time I post. Sounds good. Watch replay later. Much love to you in the chat. Hello, everyone. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Even if you just pop in, that's really lovely. So yeah. Oh, Patty's saying hello. Thank you, Patty. Patty's really sweet. I was saying I've not been that well. I had a big episode, so I really haven't got onto many people's channels. I think I clicked on a couple of shorts. I managed that. I did try and watch a live, and I sort of said hello in the live chat. Oh, it's a premiere. Said hello there. No one said hello back, and I was really down and out anyway. And I thought, oh, never mind then. So yeah. It does help when people say hello back, you know. I find that as a moderator, I moderate on a lot of channels, and I link everyone's channel, not every single time if I'm not that great, but most of the time if I'm a moderator, I'll say hello to everyone, I'll link everyone's channel, I'll say hit the thumbs up and blah, blah, blah. I'm a pretty good moderator. And the odd week when I'm on those same channels moderating, I even link all the mods channels. I do it all. And the odd week here and there, I just can't do it. No one even links my channel. Half of them don't say hello. And it's like, if I'm not that great, I'm not going to bother anymore to go on channels, I tell you. Oh dear, just say hello to people. Oh my goodness, what does it take to type hello? Oh dear. I think I'm an older generation that has manners. I think that's half the thing. But anyway, if I get fed up with channels, I just don't watch them. No point moaning. Just show it with your feet, as they say. Walk out the door. Yes. So that's my little moan because I'm down, so I'm going to be a bit moany today. As I say, on my other channel, it will be open to everyone, not just subscribers. So I've got to pay a bit more attention on those. That's why I do it subscribers only. One, because then I know who's still subscribed. And secondly, because I don't have to worry about what's going on in the chat, because my moderators can't always make the time of my lives. So being a mod, I can deal with it, but I have to be aware of it. If anyone's got any questions, do ask them anytime in any comments. I've done a Q&A that was on another channel, so I've done that, but because it's not relevant to my life in Cyprus, again, that's going to go on my other channel. So you've got that. As I say, I did a collaboration, a colouring collaboration, which Grandma Sandy invited me into, and I thank her for that. That was really kind, even if it did send my brain loopy. So yeah, look out for that video. I think I'm putting that up next Monday on my other channel. Again, my other channel is mostly crafts, anything that doesn't really relate directly with this channel, although there is some homesteading stuff. There's my pets on there. There's my past pets on there, as in my dogs I had in England following their whole life. What else? There's all sorts. I did actually put a video up today and briefly showed you some of what's on the other channel, because as I say, I've got a lot of new subscribers. And talking of subscribers, if you're watching this video and you commented under my 2K giveaway video, do check the video that followed, 2K winners, because you need to email me your address if you're a winner. I've only had one winner give me their address so far. So I know people are just getting back into the week, and some people like me, they tend not to do social media during the weekend. So I know some people are probably just catching up with the video watching, but do send me your address. 2K giveaway, not giving away anything. Yes, because I've got prizes here. Yes, I've bought prizes. So what I'm going to do, they're not going to be the same. I've just divided them up into 5 packages, and they'll all be a bit different. And then the idea is, if the winners have got channels, they actually film their unboxing, and then I will link that on my channel. I will promote their channel with their URL of their unboxing video, and then you can see each channel what they won, and that will introduce you to their channels too. So look out for those. I'll share those. If a winner doesn't have a channel, I'm actually going to film as I package up their gift, and then when the other channels have put out their URLs and I know everyone's got their prizes, then I will put that video out so you can see any channels that don't have channels. You will still see what they won. I thought that was a much better way, rather than saying, oh, here's a prize, here's a prize, here's a prize. I thought it would be nice for you to actually watch their channels to see the prizes, so you'll see the winner as well, which would be nice, and that would be a great way to introduce you to some new folk. What else? I don't want to be on too long today because it's not very good for me. What else have I got to share? Oh, I was going to do a game. Let's do a game. I did promise a game in the title. So we'll do name your top 5. So if you want to play along in the chat, you can put your answers. If you're watching this later, you can always type some of your answers in the comments, because I love learning about you guys too. Name your top 5 things you would like to win. Now, you're going to think this is pretty poor. Money. but not for me. I would like to not give money away, but I would like to buy things I know people desperately want or need or dream of having, and just posting them off, or if it's a house or a car, obviously, do all the documentation and send it anonymously and just put on it, please make a video to show receiving this, but they wouldn't know where it's come from, because I like to see people's joy. I really like to see people's joy. So money, in order to do that. Would you like to win? Lifetime supply of seeds and plants. Yes. Again, I would share them. I would want to share those. I would ask Mike what he needed tool-wise or that kind of thing. So tools and whatever he needs like that. Do that. What else would I like to win? This is what I like when I'm offered things and I don't know what. Oh, win voucher for meals out in any shape or form, like restaurant meals. And I know what the other one would be. Brain. Excuse the brain. It's gone. Gone. I did know. Oh dear. Meals out. What was the other one I was going to say? No, it's gone. It's gone. I have to think of something else. Meals out. Definitely meals out. That's what we like to do. Meals out. I have said before, I don't really need a holiday. I've got what I want here, but I would like to have my luxury. Oh, I remembered what the other thing was. Free hair cutting, hairdressing. I don't like spas. I don't mind nails done, but that's not really a thing I want. But I love having my hair cut. So yeah, haircut. I was going to say the other thing is we have said we don't want holidays because we've got what we want here, but we wouldn't mind a chef, come in and a butler. So now that's 6 things because my brain went. Okay, name your top 5 things you would like to invent. Oh, we've done one similar to that before. I'm always on about it. Not a time machine, but a travel machine, a travelator where 1 second you're here, you could press in, I want to go to America, and you're instantly there. That's one. Would you like to invent? Kind of like a space age type food machine, not instant food, real food, not like spacey packaged food, but where you could press what dinner you want. You could put gravy, chicken, potatoes, and you just press and the whole full proper meal is there. That would be cool. I know you could get space agey stuff like that, but I'm talking about real food, not microwaved or anything like that. Number 3, I'd like to invent like you can make an avatar but on yourself. So you could go, just change the teeth or change the hair color. So like an avatar but real on yourself. That would be cool. 3. Ow. That's 3. Like to invent. A reset button for anyone who wants to reset their life that's done something really badly wrong or something really bad's happened. A reset button. That's a good one. That was interesting. I've done psychology and sometimes I worry about myself. What else would I like to invent? invent. Got to be some labour saving thing, like magic tricks almost. You could click and tidy the room, like you can do press on your remote or your phone and your curtains shut, those kind of things, but like clean your house, that kind of thing. Okay. Oh, by the way, while I think of it, I have said about this before on my community post. You probably have to go a couple back now on my community post, and I put up a strawberry. It was outside the shopping mall. It's like a big plastic human-sized strawberry, and I want your comments as to what you think was inside. When I walked round it, what was inside. And I've also put on there, it's not this, things I think people might think it is. Like it's not a strawberry drink machine or something like that. So I put things it's not. And I'm doing a video soon which includes that in it and shows you what it is. And I want to see if anyone gets it right. I think I might do a prize for anyone who does get it right. The first person who gets it right, under that community post page, it's got to be, so I can see the order of answers. If anyone gets it right, I think I'll send a prize out. So yeah, make your guesses. And the video coming out, I think it's called something about shopping haul, because as I say, we were at the mall and I'll show you what we bought. So before that comes out, as soon as that video's released, the competition's closed. So we'll do a prize for it if anyone gets it right. That's how sure I am you might not get it. And I've also asked, when I reveal it, has anyone ever seen one of these before? So that's making you wonder more. Okay, name your top 5 games to play at a party. Oh, my mum used to do fantastic birthday parties for me. Musical chairs. Do you know that? You have chairs lined up. They sort of zigzag, so one faces that way, next one that way, next one that way, next one that way, and you can't get past them. They're all sort of together, and you go around with the music, and there's one chair less than the amount of people, and when the music stops, you can only keep going the same direction, but you have to sit on a chair, and then someone's out, and then when the music starts again, another chair disappears. And I quite like musical chairs. I have to say 5 musical chairs. Musical bumps was fun. I explain it again because I don't know what games people know. You dance to the music. When the music stops, you have to sit down really quick. Musical bumps. Yes, I quite like that one. And if you like hesitate and go to sit down when the music's not going to stop, then you're out then. Hunt the thimble. Hunt the thimble. This is basically a thimble, and it gets hidden in a room, and everyone comes in the room and you have to find the thimble. Love that. I like kind of treasure hunt things. I'm going to say that you get a clue written on a bit of paper. It might be a rhyme, a short rhyme, or it might be a cryptic clue. And the answer is a location. You go to that location and you have to find the bit of paper there, and that's got another clue, and it goes on and on and on. And then the last place is the prize. So I'm going to say treasure hunts. My mum used to always do this game where she had a tray. I wouldn't say it's one of my favourite games, but it's a memorable game. She had a tray and she'd have, say, 50 items on it, just little things like a bottle opener and a thimble and a button, just lots of little things. And then you had a couple of minutes to just look at everything on the tray, and then she'd cover it over and you had to write down everything on the tray, and the one with the most won. And another version of that is sometimes you could take one thing away and it'd be the first person to say what was missing. So that's another version. So it's 4 things. Pass the parcel. Yes, that's my favourite. And you have a parcel. It's a prize wrapped up in layers and layers and layers of old newspaper. And you pass it round. You'll sit in a circle, pass it round. When the music stops, Now there's variants of this, but we were allowed to unwrap one sheet of newspaper and then you pass it round again. Other variants are people can just tear into it until the music begins again. That's another version. And one of my friends did a brilliant version to be a bit different. When the music stopped, you pass something else round, just a ball or something, and the wrapped up parcel was over on the table. So you passed the ball round, and when the music stopped, the person holding the ball rushed to the table and they had to put on a hat, mittens, like gloves with no fingers, mittens. Hey, how are you doing, Shirley? You put mittens on, hat on, and then you had a knife and fork, and you had to open the parcel with the knife and fork, and you only had as much time as till the music played again. And obviously the people doing the music made sure you had a bit of a go in that. I'm not very well at all, Shirley. I had a really bad episode, and no walking for me for foreseeable future. But you know me, I'm getting on. So they're my five tops. Name your 5 top things you'd find in a handbag. Shall I do my handbag first? Let's do my handbag. So these days, my mobile phone, and any of you who know, I haven't had a mobile phone like a proper one, as in where you use your finger. I haven't had one until very recently. I've never had one. Great life. Okay, Patty, lovely to see you. Shirley says sending light and strength. Thank you. Just by being here, you're cheering me up, guys. So thank you. Yeah, so the phone I had, mobile phone, was you had to press buttons and it was only a telephone and you could send email, but no emojis. Could even send emoji. You could send not an email. Oh, brain. You could only send text on it, but not emojis. Yeah, there was nothing else you could do. There was no camera on it, nothing. So I would say my phone. I don't use a telephone, by the way. I can't use a telephone. So you know what I use it for. Out and about, if I see something, I can film it now, and I've got some apps and things on it. I do my shorts on my phone. So I haven't done shorts until I got the phone. So I do shorts. You'll see every morning I try and put a couple of shorts up. So shorts on my phone. Yeah, so my phone's in my bag. Always tissues. Oh my goodness. I have hay fever and then the winter I get sniffles. I've always got tissues. If I'm going out on my walks, I always take my keys. If I go out with Mike, I don't, because I don't take keys. I only take keys when I go out for my walks. I have to carry my emergency stuff, which I won't go into, talking about if I have an episode while I'm out. So it's basically I have my ID and things like that. So if someone finds me, hopefully they look after me. So that my ID and stuff basically. What else do I take if I go for a walk? Tissues, keys. Oh, glasses. I always take my glasses, obviously. I can't see the phone without my glasses, so I use it for geocaching as well, which you would have seen. I did a live on geocaching. If you've got no idea what geocaching is, go back a couple of lives, 3, 4 maybe lives of mine, and it's actually got geocaching in the title of the live. And if you don't know what it is, I'm sure you'll love it. I'm getting a lot of hearts there. Thank you so much. Love it. Sending me hearts. So they're the 5 things I carry. And I have, you don't really see me in my walk videos. I have we call them in England a bum bag. I think in America you call it a fanny pouch, but we call it a bum bag in England. So I have that when I go for my walks. And then I have on my, I've got a water carrier. It's like denim material and a zip up and a big shoulder strap. So I take my water. Yeah, you call it that. We call it bum bag. Bum bag. So you wear yours around the front, we wear ours around the back. Oh dear. So yeah, that's what I take when I go on my walks. If I'm going out with Mike, say shopping or something, I've got a little shoulder bag. Okay, what's the time? I don't want to be too long today. Name your top 5 things that make you sad. Having comas. I wouldn't say it's having the comas. I'd say it's the after effect. So having comas, not being able to go out for walks. Obviously, right now I can't walk. That really makes me sad. That's probably the saddest. If something happens to Mike, either if he's just a bit under the weather or he's not happy, that makes me very sad. What else makes me sad? Oh, people losing, all right, people, but particularly their pets. That might sound a bit obscure that I said particularly their pets, but that's so sad. Things can change. And number 5, just people falling out, whether we're talking like wars or just friends that have been friends for years and they fall out, or family separates, those kind of things. Shirley, I'm doing new lives on my other channel every Friday, and the times are under this because I don't know your times in my head. So I'm doing Friday Friendship Club on my other channel. Going to start this Friday. Name your top 5 qualities that make you different. Try looking into foods that aid in brain function development. I can't make my brain any better. Just by doing all the things, it's dead. I've got large portions of my brain that are dead, actually not attached anymore. So that there's nothing. All that can help is what I do to try and be as physical as possible. That's why I do my cross stitch, why I do colouring, why I do crafts, just to keep my brain occupied. No, I can't. It's dead. It's not attached. It's impossible. They told me I'd never walk again. They told me I'd never talk again. So yeah, there's certain things I could do that they said I couldn't, but there's a lot of things that's impossible now. Boy's beautiful. I swim. Yeah, I have to have someone watching me when I swim, and that's why we made our pool all one level, so I can physically stand up, because I have a lot of heart attacks and things as well. So as you know, heart attacks are sudden, and obviously I need someone there, but I can at least stand up. So you're a miracle. Everyone's a miracle in their own way, and there's always someone worse off than everybody. There goes that. Qualities that make you different. Well, I really am unique. As I've said before, I'm one of only 3 people that have this condition that I have, and unfortunately they're both no longer with us anymore, so I really am unique now. So that makes me different. I live in Cyprus and there's barely any YouTubers in Cyprus. The ones that aren't like this kind of YouTube person. Loving it. So that's number 2. Whereas everyone else can meet up with other YouTubers and that. I can only meet if you come here, because I can't travel. A fantastic laugh. You found the heart button. What was it? What makes me unique? Oh no, qualities that make you different. What else? What else is a quality that makes me different? How can I be different? Oh, I'm going to say I was the person in the world that was qualified to teach and did the most dance genres. So like ballet, tap, cheerleading, acrobatic, all those things. I could teach all of those, and I was the person who could do and teach the most of them. So that's my claim to fame. I have two more qualities that make you different. Qualities that make you different. You got your finger stuck on the button. Qualities that make you different. Now is different to before, but before I would have said I would try my hand at literally anything, nothing, unless it was something stupid. I wouldn't do stupid things. If someone said, can you do that, or would you do that, I'd give everything a go, even if I was afraid to do something. As I say, I'm not stupid things, but if I was a bit afraid of something, I would give it a go. I would try everything once. Yeah, I wouldn't say I was fearlessness, because I was quite afraid of a lot of things that I did do, but I would push myself. I would attempt everything. If there was somewhere someone said, oh, do you want to come blah blah with me, and I thought, well, I don't know if that's my thing, I would go. I would try everything one time. Number 5, qualities that make you different. Well, I do psychology, and my main aspect of psychology is reading people's drawings. I've said this before. So if someone draws me a picture, I can tell them a lot about themselves. It's not like mumbo jumbo. It's just how they draw and where they put things. And the best way is I tell them what to draw, such as I say, draw a room and put things in the room. And it's the placement of things and how they draw it and what's in relation to what actually is the way I read the drawings. And I don't want to go into too much, because if anyone wants me to do it for them, I'll tell you what to draw, and then I don't want you to think too much about what you're putting in the picture and where it goes. Yeah, thanks. And I enjoy that. I mean, I've done other forms of psychology. I actually did children that had lost parents. I did psychology with them, and most of it was children's psychology and trauma psychology and things like that. Okay, what's the time? Name your top 5 books you have read. Duh. Top 5. Oh, that's hard. Top 5 books I've read. My favourite book from childhood was, I've shared this, and there is a video, I think, on this channel where I read it and show it. It's a pop-up book where the pictures pop up and you pull tabs and things move, The Night Before Christmas. And I actually read it and moved all the parts for you to see. So I've got to say that I've still got that book, and I'm pretty sure my dad bought that for me, so that's quite special. So that one, that's got to be special. From my grandfather, not my nan, who I read her autobiography, not that granddad, but my other granddad. What all I got from them was it's Alice in Wonderland with hand-drawn pictures, and the edge of all the pages is like gold leaf. I assume it's edged in gold, every single page. I forget what date that is. I have shared that on the video before. So that's a special book. The Spot series. Oh, Shirley, the Spot series. Isn't it funny how those sort of childhood books just mean so much to you? What else? I like books in general where they have a really lovely ending, but a surprise ending, like a twist. I like a nice twist. I'm just going to generalise and say books with a really good twist. That's probably my favourite books to read now. I won't say anything particular. I used to, when I was a teenager, collected all the James Herbert books. Haven't read those for a long time. Peter Pan. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, you did another one. Childhood Memories were a big book of Newfoundland. 4 of them were massive books. Oh, right. Oh, lovely. You have to share that on your channel. 2 more. 2 more books. I've got so many books. I'm going to say, before I moved here, the last place I lived was Wallington in Surrey, which is on the border of South London. And I collected as many books as I could about the history of the area, because I lived in a Victorian house there and an Edwardian house there. And I found postcards of what was there before the houses, lavender fields, in case you're interested, and all the history. And I've also got a big map. Maybe I'll share those one time. So all those books that I collected there. I love to read, struggle with every single word. Oh, bless you. Have you tried putting a colour filter over the top? That helps me a lot. I use a colour filter. I also, at one point, before I learned better, at one point I had glasses with blue lenses. That helped. But a colour filter, and you'll have to find what colour filter works best for you. Some people say pink, some say blue. You'll have to figure that out. Nancy Drew had a book series. My big sister used to read Nancy Drew. I've got to think of one more. I just like fun, what they call chick flick books as well. I've got lots of series and of those. I quite like the Shopaholic books, the series of those. I didn't like the film because the film was a little bit stupid, whereas the books were a bit more. But chick flick style books, when I'm like I am now and I get back to trying to read a bit better again, simple books like that. So I'm going to generalise on those. Okay, name your top 5 presents you've received. Oh my goodness. I learned how to act cover to go line at a time because I jump ahead, get confused. I've overcome this. Well done you, Shirley. I find that with typing, I can spell, but because my brain, I type everything back to front, miss letters out. And that's not because I can't spell, it's because my hands and my brain don't work in conjunction with each other. And I used to touch type, so I think that actually helps me. I think if I hadn't learnt to touch type years ago, I think I would be a bit lost with a keyboard because things aren't where I think they are. Whereas touch typing, you actually keep your fingers on the middle row and then you just move your fingers about. So I can't get lost because I know where the keys are. I can't get lost. But I think if I couldn't touch type, I'd be in a right mess. In adult basic education, a program to get to high school. Excellent. Excellent. We talked about presents we received. I'm going to say it's not because it was money, but one of the things I like receiving best was my wedding in Cyprus. The tradition is you get money pinned on your wedding dress for your wedding gifts. And I just I felt I was really in Cyprus with the custom. Having the custom, I felt so Cypriot then. So I would say that for one. Teacher had me start at the grade 1. Was that a good thing? Wicked custom, yeah. I've told this story before. We had English friends and family, and we had Cypriot friends. So what we did for our wedding, we decided we wanted to do the sort of Cypriot customs we learnt of or wanted to do, and some English ones. But we wanted a combination wedding. We wanted a bit of both. So we picked what we wanted to do. Hey, Anne, driving but listening, getting ready to walk into the bank. Hope you're only depositing. Nice to see you, Anne. Appreciate you being here. I know you're so busy. So we wanted some of the Cypriot wedding customs and some of the English customs. So what we did when it came to the wedding gifts, we actually explained to everyone we invited that we're doing the pinning the money on the dress for the Cypriots, and wedding gifts are accepted because of the English people. And it was so funny because they both felt they should do the opposite custom, but they ended up, most of them, doing both. So the Cypriots realised I wanted to sort of integrate myself into the Cypriot custom. So they did that. And then they're saying, but we know you have gifts, really. So here's a gift as well. Yeah, it was funny. And the English people went, oh, yeah, here's your wedding gift, blah, blah. And then they went, oh, but we want to join in with pinning the money on the dress. So we did very well out of that. I appreciated that. And it was lovely. That was, as I say, that was what I really felt straight away. Sort of I embraced Cypriots, and the Cypriots loved it. They thought that was wonderful that I wanted to do that. So that's one gift. Got to think of 4 more gifts. Top 5 presents you've received. Well, I always ask for a game every birthday or Christmas because my birthday's right near Christmas. I either got a game for Christmas or birthday, normally for Christmas because then we could all play it at Christmas on Christmas Day. So I won't say any particular game, but I always love getting a new board game. I love games. I really do love games. Mike's not keen on playing games, so don't get to play games very much. Hence why I started playing games on my live. And I'm going to be looking at more games I've got, see what else I can play with you guys. So games. Oh, I'm going to say my doll's house. That was probably the thing I played with the most of all my toys. I don't remember receiving it, but I remember, again, I've talked about this before. I wouldn't play with it until my dad cut holes for doors from room to room. There were no doors, and he had to make a staircase for me because there was no stairs. You just put the dolls up the top or you put the dolls at the bottom. I said, no, they can't get up there. So I had to cut a hole in the floor, and he made a little staircase. Patience and painting the knowledge of my garden. The miracle of the good. Angels. The good angels, excellent. So that I'm going to also say my Cindy doll, which is like Barbie but not out of proportion. So a teenage doll like that is Cindy. If any of you don't know, you either had Barbie or you had Cindy. So I had Cindy, and I had all the furniture and the clothes. I played with that a lot. I didn't like dolls, as in baby dolls, but I like Cindy and I like my doll's house. I'm going to say my farm and my zoo. My farm and my zoo. I probably played with those two a lot as well. So, yeah, those. What's the time? I'll do a few more. Name your top 5 characters you'd like to act. Oh, easy. Again, I've said this fairly recently. My conversations seem to loop. I popped a lot of heads of my sister's Barbies. Oh, dear. You know they're probably worth a lot of money now and you destroyed them. What was the question? Characters you'd like to act. You did. Miss Hannigan from Annie. That's a great character. Miss Hannigan could do great with that. I've said before, Maria from The Sound of Music, because I always wanted to do, I did lots of professional work and TV and films and things, but I wanted to do a movie on location. So Sound of Music would have been perfect. You'd be great. Miss Hannigan, I could really do Miss Hannigan. So Maria and The Sound of Music, that probably would have been a really fun film. And that took like months and months and months to film. So yeah, and that was definitely on location. So that one. So, a character I really admire the actor playing so well was in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, the film, the child catcher. Oh, what a wonderful part that was. It wasn't a very long part. See, I want to play the evil ones. You could get your teeth into that. So the child catcher in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Two more. I'm trying to think of evil characters. Because you could get your teeth into those. What else? Films. I liked HR Puffin's stuff when I was younger. Maybe Witchy Poo from HR Puffin stuff. I don't know. Let's say Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, because I can't think of a fifth one. So maybe that, but without the hoo-ha that went on during the filming of that. Name your top 5 things that frighten you. Now, because of I've got no perspective anymore of what's where, going near edges of cliffs or when you go on narrow roads, as you know, things aren't where I think they are. So I could be quite a long way from an edge, but my brain tells me I'm right at the edge. It's not hallucinating, but it might as well be. Your brain puts you where you're not. So I would say edges. edges frighten me. Edges. Other people driving. It doesn't matter how great the person driving you is. Other people driving cause the accidents. Things that frighten me. Something happening to Mike. I'll be lost now. 2 more things that frighten you. I don't like thunder and lightning. I wouldn't say I'm frightened, but I don't like, and the noise of thunder really messes me up, and flashes of light from the lightning. So let's say I'm frightened by the way it can affect me. Shirley, you're making me laugh. Frightens me. Oh, animals that can kill you. We have about 6 snakes here, but there's one that literally can kill you in minutes if you don't get an antidote, and you can't keep an antidote. It has to be fresh. So you have to go somewhere with the antidote, and down nearest place with antidote is further than the time it takes for you to be cured. Not many people have been bitten by it. If you keep your head and think about it, you shouldn't get bitten, because they don't chase you. The only time it doesn't come at you, the only way you get bitten by it is stupidity, such as putting your hand in a bush where you can't see, because it's well camouflaged. It's really big, but it's well camouflaged. And they say a few people have been bitten, normally farmers that have walked through tall grass and they've trodden on it. So it's stupidity is the way you'll get bitten. It won't like come and bite you for no reason. It's shy and it doesn't move, hence why people stand on it and reach in. So as long as you don't put your feet or your hands where you can't see the ground or where you're reaching, you should be okay. That's what it was mine. Yummy looking berries. Okay, let's do another one. Name your top 5 presents you'd give to a relative. Does it not depend on the relative? It's a snake in the bushes, right? Okay, I'm with you now. I get it. I was like, okay. Presents you give to a relative. Well, it depends on the relative. So my big sister, Yeah, she likes cross stitch. She likes things I like. She likes puzzles. She's been buying me puzzles pre-COVID, because we haven't been doing presents since COVID started and after. Puzzles. Yeah, of course, it depends on them. I don't have many relatives left. Yeah, so it depends on that. I always found male relatives very hard to buy for. What do you give men? What do you give men? If they've got a hobby or something, that's easy. They don't really have a hobby. I think men are very difficult to buy for. I don't like giving gift cards or that kind of thing, really. Although my nephew is a young man now, and that's what I ended up doing, because I didn't want to waste money, get him something that he didn't like. Yeah, ties. Yes, I get neckties, wallet. Yeah, it depends. As I said, they've got a hobby, whereas my nephew is into gaming and that, so I'd rather he put that towards buying what he wanted, watches. Yeah, they're hard. I think females are much easier to buy for. Pocket knife. Can't post pocket knives. Can't post. That's the other thing, the cost of postage here, and I always think something goes missing. Good lighter. Well, that's all right, they smoke. There's no one in my family that smokes. No one in my family. Okay, let's do another one. Name your top 5 answer phone messages you'd record. Answer phone messages you'd record. I don't really understand that. Answer phone messages you'd record. Not really understanding. Why would you record an answer phone message? Well, if someone's like threatening you, I'm assuming that's what it means. So if someone's threatening you, you'd record that. Maybe if someone's done a really inspirational message to you, you'd want to save that. I don't know. Maybe someone's giving you information, so you'd want to record that. Maybe a once in a lifetime message from someone. I don't know. Maybe something you'd want proof of. I didn't really understand the question, so I hope I got that right, what that meant. Okay. Well, this is a good one. Name your top 5 animals you'd like to be. Top 5 animals you'd like to be. A guinea pig. Guinea pig. Small and furry and snuggly, and everyone would want to cuddle me, and I make sweet noises. Beep, 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 beep. I hold my mum's voice in the phone because she's got wicked sick. Oh, I'm sorry about that. What other animals would I like to be? One of my cats. They have a blooming good life, and they're where I am. So I like being here, so I'd be one of my cats. Maybe a dog, because people really love their dogs, mostly. Other animals I'd like to be. Maybe something near the sea, not that stays in the sea all the time. I don't want to be like a turtle. Maybe a dolphin. I know they don't come out of the sea. I know that. Maybe a dolphin. They're quite free animals. Maybe a bird. It'd be quite good to be a bird, maybe. An owl. Everybody loves an owl. And they're more defensive than other birds. Maybe an owl. Let's do one more because my head's spinning a bit now. Need to go and lay down. Name your top 5 ways of having fun. YouTube. I love YouTube. I love lives. I just love YouTube. YouTube? reading, I just, what do you call that, fun. I just enjoy it. Going for my walks, do like my cross stitch. My favourite thing is my days out, day date, as Mike calls them. He lets me, he takes me out once a month on a Thursday, and we go out to eat, or we go shopping, or both. And I've asked him if we can go places as well, so I can film some more stuff for you guys, some more places, because I really want to share more of Cyprus with you. You've seen a lot. If you look at my walks playlist, you see lots of where I live. I'm trying to show you other areas as well. So we'll leave that there then. Thank you for being here, everyone that popped in. Thank you, Shirley, for all your chat as well. I really feel I get to know you guys a lot better as well, following the chats, whether I'm on your chats or my chats. So thank you for that. Thank you for being here. I needed you guys today. Just helps me. And be seeing you. Thanks a lot for being here. Don't forget, check out all the information in the link below, and Meraki.